Good morning and welcome again to the next of our Bible studies. We're on day 83 and we're in that section of the Bible where we're looking at the covenant of Moses and the new priesthood and the stories that accompany that. This is the time when the land was being settled by the children of Israel and there are many battles. Today, on day 83, we have the story of Deborah and Barak and the death of their enemy Sisera. This is Judges chapter 5, verses 24 to 31. Most fortunate among women is Jael, the wife of Heber of Ken, the luckiest woman ever to live in a tent. Sisera came by, asking for water, but it was full cream milk she gave him, served in a beautiful bowl. As he slept, she took a tent peg in one hand and a work hammer in the other. She hit Sisera hard and crushed his skull. She pierced his head right through. He sank to his knees, fell and lay still at her feet. There he sank and fell to the ground, dead. Out of her lattice window, Sisera's mother was gazing, wondering why his chariot was so long coming. "Why are his horses so slow?" she asked. Her wise women told her, and she repeated, "They are finding plunder to share, a girl or two for each soldier, fine material for Sisera, embroidered stuff for the queen." This song was probably composed in that time of invasion, settlement and conflict, long ago in the Middle Eastern Bronze Age. This lyric has come down to us, the Song of Deborah and Barak, which may well have been the earliest version of the story of this great battle, memorized and sung for generations by troubadours before it got written into a book. In the book of Judges, which records memories from that time, the song is preceded by a prose version, which gives more details about the Battle of Harosheth. Deborah was a prophet and a national leader, and under her, Barak was the proud and successful military commander. The battle between Barak's troops and those led by Canaanite King Jabin's commander Sisera turned into a rout, and Sisera fled from the field of battle, taking refuge in the tent of the still nomadic Israelite family of Heber, who was allowed by the Canaanite king to pitch his camp on Canaanite territory. It was in Heber's wife Jael's personal tent that he hid, exhausted, and soon with creamy milk and soft words she had lulled him to sleep. And then she killed him with a hammer and one of the sharp-pointed pegs used for securing the tent sky ropes. The moral of the story, according to the prophet and judge Deborah, was to teach her military boss Barak a lesson in humility. He was not allowed to take full credit for the defeat of Sisera at Harosheth, because Yahweh had put the life of Sisera, his enemy, into the humble hands of the wife of a nomad. At evensong every day in the Magnificat we say, "He had brought down the mighty from their thrones and lifted up the lowly." This lesson has to be learnt. Human pride is of little significance, and it does no good to set ourselves above others. It is the little people that make the greatest difference. But as we have seen, they seldom get mentioned in dispatches. Tomorrow, we see another battle that got the Old Testament headlines, the famous victory of Gideon over the Midianites. So I'll see you tomorrow.